Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's video, we're going to react to a clip from the PBD Podcast where this guy, without any shame, lies about Islam and claims that Mamdani, the new mayor of New York, isn't going against Islam by supporting rainbow propaganda, but just practicing Taqqiya. Subhanallah, I think he's confusing us Muslims with Paul in his own Bible. But before that, let's watch the clips in question and respond accordingly.
Play, this is him at a gay nightclub at 1 o'clock. Play this clip.
Beat Andrew Cuomo!
Yes, yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Are we ready to make history? Let's go out there and do it. Thank you, my friends.
Now, even me, Tommy, I felt victim. And I was like,
They
you
don't
know
understand.
what? Ready for
They
this?
don't get it.
I was like, what a fraud. I was going to go that angle. What a fraud. What all this turning his back on Islam. But
Before he continues, let me make it clear. This Mamdani guy is out there in a gay club campaigning, which any normal, educated human being would know that this is haram in Islam. Case closed. There is no ifs or buts about this. But because these guys are weird, dishonest, and enemies of Islam and Muslims, they will try and twist this somehow and make it seem as if this is according to the religion of Islam. So let's hear him doing his best linking going to a gay club with Islam.
ready for
They
this?
don't get it.
I was like, what a fraud. I was going to go that angle. What a fraud. What all this turning his back on Islam. But let me be clear to everybody out there. He's not turning his back on everything. He's practicing something at time. I know you know this because we talked about it. Something called Taqqiya. All right? It's a
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. I told you no matter what Muslims do, these people will find something to attack us with and lie about Islam. According to them, if a Muslim goes to a gay club, he's not going against Islam, but he's just practicing Taqqiya. And if a Muslim refuses to go to a gay club, he's an intolerant human being who is trying to force Sharia in America. There is no winning with people like this. That's why Muslims should stop trying to cater to or please people like this. Just ignore them. We are growing day by day and they are just complaining about us online without any real action. So let them cry and we Muslims will keep promoting the religion of Islam in a kind and intellectual manner.
ready for
They
this?
don't get it.
I was like, what a fraud. I was going to go that angle. What a fraud. What all this turning his back on Islam. But let me be clear to everybody out there. He's not turning his back on everything. He's practicing something at time. I know you know this because we talked about it. Something called Taqqiya. All right. It's a concept in Islam that allows Muslims to deceive or to hide their beliefs if it helps protect Islam or advance their agenda. Okay.
Correct.
And guess what?
Right in the
this is what,
Quran.
guys, it's right in the Quran. And do not be he's duping all of you.
This is a lie, and I challenge every single human being on the face of the planet to prove me wrong. Where does it say in the Quran that Muslims are allowed to lie and hide their beliefs to promote Islam or protect it or whatever he just said? Let's hear him again.
He's not turning his back on everything. He's practicing something at time. I know you know this because we talked about it. Something called Taqqiya. All right. It's a concept in Islam that allows Muslims to deceive or to hide their beliefs if it helps protect Islam or advance their agenda. Okay.
Correct.
Why are you lying? He said it's in the Quran. And it's easy to refute me and prove me wrong. Just give us the chapter and verse number, that's it. But he will never be able to do that until the day of judgment because simply it doesn't exist. But let me expose his ignorance and teach him what taqiyya really means. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, whoever disbelieves in Allah after his belief, except for one who is forced to renounce his religion while his heart is secured in faith. But those who willingly open their breast to disbelief, upon them is wrath from Allah and for them is a great punishment. According to this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Muslims if they were forced to renounce Islam but still have belief in their hearts, they won't be punished. And At-Tabari rahimahullah said regarding this verse, the interpretation of the statement then it is this: whoever disbelieves in God after having believed, except for the one who is compelled to utter words of disbelief while his heart remains at rest in faith, certain of its truth, firm in his resolve, and not open or accepting of disbelief, such a person is excused. But whoever's breast is opened to disbelief, choosing and preferring it over faith, and openly professing it willingly, upon them is the wrath of God, and for them is a tremendous punishment. This is the taqiyya that we Muslims are talking about. It is a way to protect yourself from harm, that's it, and has nothing to do with lying to promote Islam like some sort of hidden agenda. So Mr. Christian, stop embarrassing yourself like this and lying about Islam. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah also said, as for his saying, except for one who is compelled while his heart is at rest in faith. This is an exception for the one who has uttered words of disbelief and agreed verbally with the polytheists under compulsion because of what he suffered of beating and harm, while his heart rejects what his tongue says and remains at peace with faith in God and his messenger. And to prove me wrong, bring a verse from the Quran or a statement from the Prophet ﷺ or his companions radiallahu anhum or from the Salaf. If you can't and you won't be able to do that, then you are either a liar or an ignorant person. So you choose which you are.
He's practicing something at Tom. I know you know this because we talked about it. Something called Taqqiya. All right. It's a concept in Islam that allows Muslims to deceive or to hide their beliefs if it helps protect Islam or advance their agenda. Okay.
Correct.
And guess what?
Right in the
this
Quran.
is what, guys, it's right in the Quran. And do not be he's duping all of you, okay? Because in 40 to 50 years, New York is going to be completely Muslim. They're going to have Sharia courts and all that stuff. I'm telling you, it's coming. Look what's happening in Europe, okay? It's already happening. New York has been completely duped, and the devil is having a field day in the city that never sleeps.
So according to him, in 50 years, New York will be Muslim and will have Sharia courts just like Europe. I don't understand how can any self-respecting human being can take this guy seriously. Let's start with Sharia courts in Europe. Let's go, for example, to the Islamic Sharia Council in the UK, which is the oldest Sharia Council in Europe, established in 1982. And we just have to click on services and see what they offer. Nikah, marriage, talaq, divorce, khul', divorce initiated by wife, marital counseling, again, marital counseling, mediation case, mediation with salam, fatwa or religious rulings for Muslims to get answers for their Islamic questions, inheritance advice or disputes, financial disputes, and Islamic classes. Please tell me where the takeover is. This ignorant fear-mongering needs to stop. Let me give you, Mr. American Patriot, a good gift. And please tell me, Mr. Christian, do you have any issue with this? Do you have any problem with this Beit Din of America, which literally translates to House of Law of America? So which law, Mr. American Patriot, do you support? The Jewish rabbinical law or the American secular law? Or maybe you don't care and you're just a hater of Muslims and only care about attacking Islam. Just like we did with the Sharia court in the UK, let's click on the services in Beit Din of America. And please read this next time to your audience, Mr. I Love America, that the rulings of the Beit Din are legally binding and enforceable in the secular court system. According to this, a Beit Din can issue rulings that are legally binding if both parties voluntarily agree in advance to use the Beit Din as an arbitration panel. So rabbinical Jewish law is applied right now in America. And I never saw you once complaining or scared that for some reason in 50 years, New York or any state in America will be Jewish. And we all know why. And regarding your so-called Taqqiya accusation, let me read for you what your Paul said in your own Bible. Though I'm free and belong to no one, I have made myself a slave to everyone to win as many as possible. To the Jews, I became like a Jew to win the Jews. To those under the law, I became like one under the law, though I myself am not under the law, so as to win those under the law. To those not having the law, I became like one not having the law, though I am not free from God's law, but am under Christ's law, so as to win those not having the law. To the weak, I became weak to win the weak, and I have become all things to all people, so that by all possible means I might save some. I do all this for the sake of the gospel, that I may share in its blessings. Paul in the Bible is promoting Taqqiya, not to save himself like we read in the Quran, but to promote his faith and get people to follow him. Exactly what you try to accuse us Muslims of doing, and say truth has come and falsehood has departed. Indeed, is falsehood by nature ever bound to depart. I hope you benefited from this video. You can also watch this video about an American rapper understanding the Bible better than Christian scholars. And don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future uploads. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.